Hello core engineering family. In this video we are going to discuss about the how purity is increased by reflux in distillation column, okay, or any column wherever we use the reflux. So how this reflux enhance the purity or increase the purity, that we are going to discuss in this video. Okay, so let's start the video. So before we start the topic or before we discuss that how reflux increase the purity in the distillation column, let's discuss about the what is reflux first of all, okay, and where we add the reflux, right? So if you will see, this is your distillation column, that is C001, okay, this is your PFD. So you will see here that this is your feed, okay, which is coming, let's suppose this is coming in the 35th tray. This is coming in the 35th tray, okay, and this tray will be your feed tray, right? And above this tray the section is called the rectification section. Why? Because in this section the vapor, the composition of the vapors is more, or the more volatile, the composition of the more volatile component is more. And below this tray, below the feed tray, the section is called the stripping section, okay, and in this section the liquid composition is more, or less volatile component composition is more, right? I hope you got the point. Now what happens that when the vapors goes from the top of the distillation column to the condenser, so in the condenser simply the vapors condensed, okay, and then it comes into the reflux drum, you could say, or accumulator, you could say, right? So from the accumulator what we do, the one stream we send to the distillation column and one stream we send to the as a distillate, or we take out as a distillate or as a product, you could say, okay. So as we send one stream to the distillate and another stream to the reflux, okay, so where we send that reflux in the column, mainly we send that reflux at the top tray of the column, okay. Like, see, this could be your distillation column or it could be your any type of the column where you are doing the separation, right? Please get this point, that point is very important, okay. So what we have done here, we have sent the reflux at the top of the tray, right? So now here is my one question, and the question is that let's suppose this is one container, and in this container there is the water, right? And first time when you boil this water, so what happens that it boils at 100 degrees Celsius. It boils at 100 degrees Celsius. So now when you will cool down this, let's suppose, so its vapor will generate and you simply condense that vapors and again you heat that, okay, after condensing the vapors, right? So it becomes the simply condensate or the water, okay, then again you heat it. So now there is the one question which I want to ask you, and the question is that now also it will heat or it will, let's suppose, boil at the 100 degrees Celsius? No, right? Why? Now because it will be more pure than the previous one. So same will be happen when we will add the reflux to the distillation column. Why? Because in the reflux the composition of the more volatile component is high. Are you getting my point, what I want to say, right? So that's why we add the reflux here, okay. Simply what will happen now, like whatever the steam was earlier, that steam was converting into the vapor at, let's suppose, 100 degrees Celsius. So now it will be vaporized at the 95 degrees Celsius, right? So what will happen, simply your energy will be saved, okay. Now what will happen, that we are going to discuss, okay. So what will happen when you will add the reflux to the distillation column? So first of all, in distillation column when you add the reflux, so it increase the or it improve the degree of separation, okay. So in the distillation column what you are doing, simply you are separating, okay, you are separating the components from the liquid mixture. Let's suppose if there is the one mixture, binary mixture, that is A plus B, this was the mixture. So now what you are doing, simply you are separating out A and B, right? That we do in the distillation column. If you will see in the oil and gas or in the petroleum refinery, if you will say, so what we do, we simply separate the components from the liquid mixture or from the crude oil, right? So whenever we provide the reflux, so reflux provides more equilibrium stages in the column, allowing for greater separation of the components in the mixture, right? Whenever you add the reflux, so what will happen, that more it will provide the more equilibrium stages. Why? Because simply see, this was your vapor which you condensed, and then again you are sending that condensate to the top of the column. Okay, now it will mix with your liquid and it will also evaporate, you could say, or vaporize. Okay, but now it will evaporate at the less temperature, as well as, so whatever the heat which this reflux stream will possess, that it will give to the less volatile component. Okay, means the mass transfer and heat transfer will be happen. Okay, so that's why here what we have written, that it provides the more equilibrium stages, right? As well as what happens, that whenever we add the reflux, so the number of theoretical plates in the column decreases. Okay, let's suppose if you are not adding the reflux, okay, that time the number of, let's suppose at that time the theoretical plates was X. Okay, but when you will add the reflux, so what will happen, that your theoretical plates will be less, let's suppose Y, and X is greater than Y. So what will happen, simply it will decrease your cost. Why it decrease your cost? Because when you add the reflux, okay, or when you increase the reflux ratio, so it increase the mass transfer and heat transfer, means it provides the more heat transfer or mass transfer, and on the basis of that what happens, that your separation becomes more efficient, right? So your theoretical plates will be decreased. I hope you are getting my point. If you have any doubt and if you want to discuss something, please let me in the comments box. Now the third point is that it increase the plate efficiency. So why it increase the plate efficiency? So simply, this is a very simple. Increasing the liquid holdup. What you are doing here, you are sending the one liquid stream from here, okay, and vapors are coming from the bottom like that. Okay, now what is happening, that here the liquid holdup time increases. In each tray liquid holdup time increases. So when the liquid holdup time will increase, so simply what will happen, that your mass transfer will be improved, your heat transfer will be improved. When these both transfer will be improved, simply your separation will be better. Because we are talking about the each tray or each plate, so what will happen, that simply your plate efficiency will be increased. Because where is the separation is going on? So whenever your liquid will hold up at the plate, simply when the separation will be increased, so simply your plate efficiency will be increased. Are you getting my point, what I want to say? So that's why it increase the plate efficiency. So the next advantage of the adding the reflux is that it minimizes the non-ideal behavior. So what is that non-ideal behavior? So you will see in a distillation column, there is the flooding, entrainment comes. Okay, so whenever you add the reflux, okay, so reflux can help to minimize the impact of non-ideal behavior such as your entrainment, flooding, resulting in a high purity distillate. So simply when you will add the optimum reflux to the distillation column, so it will avoid the chance of the entrainment. Okay, it will also minimize the chance of flooding, right? So whenever, let's suppose if the flooding will happen or entrainment will happen, in the case of the entrainment, what will happen, simply here in that case, in the bottom you will lose the flow, or your like level in the bottom will be decrease, right? And in the flooding case, what will happen, your separation will not be better and this level will be increased. Okay, that is not good for the separation or in the distillation column, because you want to separate out, so you want that in each tray there will be some hold up time. If the hold up time will be sufficient, then only your mass transfer and heat transfer could be occur, then only your like liquid will convert into the vapor and it will distillate, it will convert into the distillate. Are you getting my point what I want to say? Okay, so that's why it also minimizes the non-ideal behavior. Because why? So simply understand that when you are sending from here your distillate, so what is happening that it is giving our heat to the less volatile component and then it is vaporizing and again it is going here. So that's why I say that it reduces the chance of the entrainment and flooding, right? I hope you got my point. Now, the next advantage of adding the reflux is that it reduces the vapor velocity. This point is also very, very important, okay? By reducing the vapor velocity in the column, what happens that the reflux can help to minimize the entrainment, okay? Entrainment means simply your liquid is carrying over, okay? And it will go here. So when the liquid will go here, so simply what will happen that the purity will not become, okay? And as well as it minimizes the flooding, which can reduce the efficiency of the column and decrease the purity of the distillate. Are you getting my point what I want to say? Why it do that? Simply, when you add the reflux here, simply the concept is same. I have already told you the concept of the reflux, why we are adding the reflux. Simply, when you will add the reflux, so your liquid vapor velocity will be reduced. Okay, so when it will be reduced, so your chance of the entrainment and flooding will be reduced, right? So these are the some reason why we add the reflux, or these are the some advantage why we add the reflux in the column. So I hope you understood about it. I hope you understood that why we add the reflux in the distillation column. If you have anything to say about the reflux, about the distillation column, please let me in the comments box. If you want to do some chat or some suggestion, if you have any suggestion, please let me in the comments box. I'll definitely give the reply as soon as possible. So that's all for the today's video. Thanks for watching. Till then, keep learning.